Hello, everyone. Hello. Everybody's tummies are full? I hope so. That food, I cannot wait to eat it. It looks so good, and I'm a foodie. Just FYI, in case any of you all like to cook, feel free to let me try your food if I'm ever around at a conference near you. But let's jump right into it. So it's all about innovation. A lot of people have been asking, like, okay, Rokeya, so what do you do exactly? What is this evangelism all about? Is it some kind of church or religious service? No, it's not. It's actually, we at Microsoft, we believe that we can educate everyone, we can empower everyone, and through the services in the organization that I'm a part of, which is DX, which stands for Developers Experience, we have the opportunity to work with early adopters. So people like yourself, companies like yours, and developers out in the community, startup communities, enterprise communities, small, medium-sized businesses. But what we're able to do is I'm going to jump right into it and we'll get started. Now, before I say anything else, I want to just know, does anybody remember the cartoon, The Jetsons? If you do, raise your hand. Oh, wow, okay. So we got 50% of the audience that remembers. Okay, this cartoon actually came out back in 1962, was the first produced cartoon. In my opinion, it's when I fell in love with technology, when I saw that cartoon as a very young child. Well, what they say is they predict that by 2062, our world will look almost exactly like the Jetsons. Now, that's 45 years from now. Okay? Now, if you remember the Jetsons, they had the sidewalks, moving sidewalks. They had the robot. They had the dog that was electronic. I mean, all kind of great things. So we'll step right into it. And I want you to know that DX, we focus on digitally transforming your business, helping you succeed, helping you drive innovation by creating new technologies. And through this, you'll be able to engage your customers. You'll be able to optimize operations and transform your products in ways that you could never, ever even imagine that people would actually, they would like. Now, while we're doing that and while we're digitally transforming, we always pay attention to statistics and what our experts say. And right now, they're saying that we're actually adding about 1 million devices per hour. And those are all the devices that are going to be coming online by 2020. We do know that also by the year 2020, that the average age of a company that we are servicing will be 12 years old. So to all you out there that are just about to start, or you're just, kind of looking at what API should I use? What should I build? Microsoft is the answer. We have the most flexible product, and like my guy David said, he actually hit it spot on. He said that it's all about identity, and he's right. It's not about individual assets anymore. It's about how I control my identity and being able to control it with one click. And that's what we do. And moving right along, so when we talk about Microsoft Azure, a lot of people know about it, a lot of people may not. But four areas that we focus on, and that's application innovation, data intelligence, openness and flexibility of your product builds, and of course, always being your trusted advisor and your trusted platform. That's important to us. So when we talk about application innovation, we're talking about building them faster, making them scalable, being proactive at your customer's need, right? A lot of customers complain about, like, how can I bring all this in? How can I, scale whether I'm going up or down? And our platform allows you to be able to do that when you're building new applications. Now, here's an example of just a high level, some things that we do at Microsoft I thought to mention today, is we focus on platform as a service. This is our container model. Within this, you're able to set up your own profiles based on user groups, based on asset types, whatever it is that fits the needs of your customers. We also focus on infrastructure as a service. That's a big one. That actually allows you to create new infrastructure needs based on your customers, and we all know you need to be flexible when you do that. We have tons of services to offer when we do deployments. We also have a segment of our business that focuses on Internet of Things that everybody's been talking about. I've actually had a lot of experience with Internet of Things, and I've seen it grow. In my opinion, I think we're kind of slow at adapting, because now we're about to move into Internet of everything, not just your assets at the job, but really everything in your life. how you're connected. I mean, social media right now is amazing, and it connects us to everything, whether you want to be or not. And we have our marketplace that features all of the other things. So I would challenge you guys to take a look at Microsoft, look at our platform. You'll learn about all the different things in the marketplace concerning platform as a service and infrastructure as a service. So these are some examples of, we have an operations management suite that allows you to get additional insights, customize your view for users, which is also great when you're proactively servicing the needs of your customers. And the next part we're going to jump into that I'm really excited about, I mean, honestly, it's the thing that makes me tick and it makes me so excited about what I do at work. It's data and intelligence. And within my division, we actually have the opportunity to do nothing but artificial intelligence services. I mean, we have over 300 services in our suite that allows you to do anything you could imagine. So what I want to do is I want to take a pause, and I actually want to share a video with you of something that we just released that's actually taken the market by storm. So let's roll with the video.
Look closely. Hidden in every swing, every chip, and every putt is data that can make the difference between winning and losing.
Golfers like me have played these holes thousands of times, generating countless data points. The Microsoft Cloud helps me turn that data into insight that used to be invisible. Here, intuition would tell me to lay up with a 3-iron, but the analysis from the cloud tells me to go for it and use a driver for a 12% higher chance of birdie. There are countless points of data in the PGA Tour. The Microsoft Cloud makes sense of it, helping them transform their business, so players and fans will experience the game in a whole new way.
The Microsoft Cloud gives you the power to turn information into insight.
Like, doesn't that video just make you so excited? It makes you want to just go out tomorrow and play golf. Seriously, don't, okay? Because Lorna and everybody else, they will be mad at you because you will not be here at the conference, so don't go play golf. But we love Bryson. That commercial, it's just amazing. That was actually done by my team. My team actually built that. And at Microsoft, it's all about the stories. It's not about selling anything. In my particular division, of course that is. You know, we do sell. But in my division, which is DX, we do not sell. We educate our consumers, we educate our customers, and we educate our partners. And so we also work with our partners how that actually opportunity came about. We were talking about business strategy with them, and they were talking about data points that they wanted to collect. And so what we did was we had a moment where we did a powwow about, like, what are your pain points? What do you want to do? How do you want to revolutionize the game of golf? And that's how we came up with that idea. And that is something that we do free of charge to some of our customers. Now, that's not something that we advertise, so don't go posting it everywhere. That's just kind of something that we do pro bono. If we find a story that we want to invest in, we're able to use our staff to help you with early adoption needs. So if there's a cool story out there that you guys have and you want to share, please come see me. I would love to hear about it. So let's jump back into it. How we support our business. We support our business by helping you with your back-end power needs, also your front-end insights. As you can see here on the graph, we give you some examples, not just your traditional data. We're trying to go deeper and go wider so that you can collect more information from the customers. Because without the information, you can't service the needs of the customers. We talked about millennials, right? We talked about how difficult they are to, kind of figure out what do they want? These new startups and these new businesses coming around, like, what do they want? Well, it's for us to find out, and at Microsoft, we can help you do that. We are able to, like we talked about earlier, proactively help you be able to predict the needs of your customers and respond much faster by doing demand forecasting. Here, I wanted to show you guys this. This is all about our artificial intelligence suite. We have cognitive services, as I mentioned earlier, that are about 300. We have actually over 300 services. Now, I brought up this one to show you. These are called the Face API, and we also have a Emotions API. These APIs help you determine different things that you need. I will mention Uber has its problems, I know, but Uber is a very innovative company. They are actually probably one of the first major companies to use our Face API to help solve some of their business needs. to increase their security. It's very, very powerful. And of course, we bot framework, that's something that we do, chat bots, machine learning, that's in our machine learning suite. Now, I wanted to bring up this splash page. I had Michael Goodenough earlier. He actually brought up the fact that we had an old version of the service offerings that we have. So I wanted to kind of bring up a splash page and specifically related to data and intelligent offerings that we have. Now, this gives you a lot of information. But one thing I want to point out here is that section that's the turquoise color. Those are the containers that we have inside of our data and intelligence offerings that allow you to do just what David said prior, and that is to be able to control identity. Okay, you can actually control it, setting up profiles based on the user group, not the asset. So that's great information, and if you guys want more information on that, I can share that with you later as well. So next we're going to jump into openness and flexibility. We talked about this. We allow you the ability to be able to run open source solutions on any platform, any framework. And here I know a lot of you do work with Docker. Docker is one of our containers that we're using right now that's really taken the market by storm. So if you are using one of these on this page here, I would say you're definitely on the right track. Now, one thing to these different offerings that we have and the open source solutions that we offer, it allows you to be able to extend on-premise your data and your applications. So it makes it easier to get in and get out, especially if you have customers that are using multiple cloud providers, which is something that everybody is dealing with every day. We hear the stories every day, and sometimes I know that brings challenges to your organization. So with this, you're able to, again, identity management is a big one in our suite, and it allows you to have that hybrid flex with all of the other different platforms that are out there. And lastly, trust, something that we pride ourselves on, something that we maintain a certain sense of urgency in making sure that when you use our product, when you use our platform, whether IoT or mobile development, web applications, whatever you're creating, is that we are the trusted source. And we take value and pride in servicing you every single day. And that's our mission, is to empower you to make you the best service provider that you can possibly be. And we're able to help you detect those threats, come up with your mitigation plans. If you don't have them, you definitely need them, especially in the world that we're in, especially with the Internet of Things. It just changes your environment from day to day as we learn. And of course, Microsoft, we service 34 regions around the world. In case you didn't know, here's a map of areas that you can actually take part in our platform and our solution. So we're definitely global, and we're extending every day. Now, how we're keeping up the momentum, and these are just some statistics on the momentum that we have right now in the marketplace. We have about 120,000 new Azure customers being added in our subscription model monthly. That's major. That's major. So we tell AWS, look out, here we come. I'm just kidding. No, I'm serious. So AWS, we're coming for you. I'm just kidding. No, we can do a lot. So we do have about 85%, actually more than 85% of Fortune 500 companies, they're using Microsoft Azure, our platform. So we're definitely doing the work. We're getting out there. We're listening to our customers. And we are trying to solve the business needs. Now with that, I will tell you guys, if you have time and you go to the floor downstairs, the trade show hall, please make sure you stop by. We have 2 different areas that you can get the Microsoft experience during this show. It is the Cloud Computing Lab and also the Ingenious Bar. We actually have a couple goodies down there, so please get down there before they sell out. And I would like to give thanks to Lorna Gary for inviting me to this show. She actually, it's kind of last minute, but when they call, her and Joe and Janet, when they call, I have to show up. So thank you so much for having me, and I look forward to meeting each and every one of you.